What's up, y'all? Today, yes, it's the day. Finally, I'm doing a Q&A, all right? End of the year Q&A, Christmas Q&A, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna be making this gingerbread house, okay? I have the pieces out here. It looks easy, okay? I'm an architect. Okay, so shouldn't be hard at all for me. But I'm gonna do that while answering the questions you guys sent in on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter barely sending questions, so Instagram gang, matter of fact, and on YouTube community tab. So thank y'all so much for submitting questions, and stay till the end because I know I'm gonna end up dropping some gems, dropping some knowledge, but I also would love your guys' advice and feedback in general. I'll read and respond to every single one of y'all comments all the time that I can get to. I value you guys' feedback a lot and the advice you guys might have for me when you hear these answers, so stick around to the end, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, first things first. Should have brought scissors. Do they want me to make it or not? Okay, well, I feel like I just broke into a safe. I feel like I just broke into a bank. Unreal. But anyway. Ooh, it smells good. All right. Let me get the questions out too. Let me put this plastic down. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but I'll admit it. I'll admit it. So we got the instructions here. Oh, this is a lot. This is a piping, okay. Guys, I gotta get supplies. I'll be right back. Okay. Guys, this is a whole production. I didn't realize, let me set everything up first, and then matter of fact, let me answer a question while we're doing this, all right? I don't know what's going on. I'm a little discombobulated, I'll say it. All right, so the first one on Instagram. Aww. It says, not a question, I'm glad that I came across your channel. You always make me laugh. Stop. Well, that made me feel nice. Thank you so much. That was actually really nice. Some of you guys' comments are really like, when I sit there, I screenshot them. Like, they're just so encouraging. Like, some of y'all be like, oh, I could see you on TV, on ESPN. Like, I screenshot those. No cap. But anyway, next question. How old are you? I'm 22. I'm 22. I'm a little bit old when you think about it. I don't feel like I'm 22, but I actually am. I don't know how, and I don't have a TikTok. So yeah, there's my age. Next question, who do you think is the best? Okay, well that's nasty. That's not appealing at all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It smells like icing, but it just smells weird. You know what, I think I'm done with the icing. No more icing for me. That's nasty. Okay. The question was, who's the best dunker in the NBA? Listen, I don't know, okay? My favorite dunker, Gerald Green. Yeah. If you know, you know. Gerald Green is my favorite dunker in the NBA right now. Hands down, no questions asked. Someone said, I love your videos. Thank you very much. Next question, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear? I really hate heights. I don't know if that counts as a biggest fear. I hate heights. And I also, am I good at following directions? We're gonna see right now because listen, look at what I'm reading. All of these look the same to me. I wanted to do an assignment, I'd go to school. I'd be back in school. I graduated, so. Anyway, my biggest fear, I don't like heights. I also am kind of scared that this won't take off. I would love for this to take off in some, oh my gosh. In some form or fashion, I would love this to take off, whether that's on YouTube, whether that's a show, whatever. I just like to entertain. I like making people laugh. I like talking. Is this just watery? icing for me. It's the icing for me. I love to entertain people. I love talking about the NBA, and so the YouTube is like a platform where I can do that, you know? I'm not like, my dream job isn't like a YouTuber. It's just that this is a platform where I'm able and allowed to do that, you know? And I can talk about whatever I want. I feel like if I had like an employer or something like that, it'd be like, oh, well, just talk about this team or whatever. Like with this, I'm able to choose anything I want to do anytime, and I can just connect with y'all like it's a perfect thing for me. And so I kind of am a little scared that, you know, it'll never pan out and I'll have to go get a corporate job. I know. Scary, right? I mean, it's a scary thought. Just be honest, it is. And that's all jokes aside. So that's definitely something I'm a little nervous about. Who's the GOAT? Next question. Favorite moment in high school? I don't think I have a favorite moment. I think when we did our senior prank, it was pretty epic. We did everything. We put forks sticking up out the grass. People put oil on the sidewalks. That was a whole ordeal. We put yarn in the thing so you couldn't walk. I mean, it was so much. When you walked in there, it was just visually crazy. And they shut down the school for the whole day. They were mad at everybody. And we had snuck in the night before to do it, and it was really fun. So I guess that would be my favorite moment. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to build this house up here. And, okay. So we're falling. London Bridge has fallen down. I'm so lost. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I was using the wrong one. Okay, and now icing's dripping. All right, I'm not caring for this gingerbread situation, but okay, we're gonna roll with the punches. Here we go. Next question, what inspired you to do YouTube? And this was asked by Lil Mama's gaming channel, LGC. Okay, I already subscribed or followed on, how do you say it, on Twitch? Do they have subscribers? Members? I don't know what they have on Twitch, but I did it. Because she shows love every video. Y'all know her, because y'all see her in the comments all the time. She has a Twitch where she plays games super funny, and I actually subscribed, or whatever you call it over there, just because she's entertaining, one, but also just super supportive. So I love you, girly. Merry Christmas, girly. Oh my gosh. It just can't be this hard. I know kids do this. So the fact that I'm struggling is just, okay. What inspired me to do YouTube? I was if you guys watched the college video, I explained it all in depth, but I was super bored basically. I'll explain my college experience super short, because there was another question about that too. Basically, when I tell you my first year of college, I ate, slept, everything in my room. I didn't leave my room like 98% of the time. I had like zero friends. I made like 2 friends by the time I was done. I ate every meal in my room, like I just didn't leave it. I was so bored. I was also not going to classes. I was so bored that I just started a YouTube channel. So I literally stacked up a suitcase, put some boxes up, put my iPad up, which they won't even take the iPad anymore. It's so old, apparently. They wouldn't even let me trade it in for money. I said, not even $30? They said, no, we won't take it. So that's what's wrong with you guys today, America today. It's the capitalism for me. Let me trade my iPad in, but they won't take it. So it might be that old, I don't know. But yeah, that's how I started my YouTube channel, and it was just out of boredom, literally. There's no other answer. I was not like wanting to be a YouTuber my whole life or anything. Never. It was just, I was so bored, and that was it. And starting out as a small YouTuber, what influenced you to keep going? What influences me to keep going is, it's gonna sound so corny, but it's you guys. Aww. You know, right? It's you guys, because you, like, when people interact, it's hard to start out and it's like no one's interacting with you. But like, when I started out, obviously it was like barely any views, any comments, but people would like stick and comment on every video. Like, you guys that comment on every video are literally single-handedly what just keep me going. Obviously, I just love doing it too, because let me tell you guys something. Let me let you in on a secret. A lot of y'all don't know how the money works with YouTube. Y'all think that like everybody's rich off YouTube. I should really start to do this. Okay. Yeah, y'all think everybody's like rich off YouTube, and you think it's based on what's it called? Subscribers. It's not. It is not based on subscribers. And even if it is, I only have what, 30K? 31K? Like, I'm not getting paid like that from this at all. I don't know, y'all, the misconception y'all have, it's not. I make way more off of merch, and I just started doing merch. Put that picture in your head. So I'm not like a YouTuber that's getting paid like that. So yeah, some people might be like, it's crazy. Why are you doing this so much? Because you're not even getting paid like that. It's true. You know, and I've been doing this for a while. This is like my 4th year now, right? My 4th year. A lot of people, like, by their 4th year, they're blown up, you know? But I've never really been able to take it seriously and be consistent. This is gonna be the first year coming up, like this whole time now that I've been out of college, that I've been able to take it serious and be consistent. So that's why this next year, y'all are gonna see a lot more series and stuff like this Laker Lab with the scientists. Like, I'm just trying to come up with new stuff, and there's a lot of new things that I have planned for 2021, but to even have the willpower to keep doing that is just you guys. Because if y'all stop interacting completely, sometimes I'm like, ugh, I wish I had a little more engagement sometimes, but then I remember like everyone who always comments and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, you guys are awesome. So if I didn't have that, I would have probably stopped by now, to be honest, because it can get just discouraging. But I would say just don't stop. Even if you don't get that engagement at first, just keep going and being consistent and improving. Make something that you would watch. Because a lot of y'all start out and y'all just making videos. It's like, would you even watch that if it was recommended to you on YouTube? Make something that you would watch. Put up a thumbnail that you would click on and try to go that route and just keep going with it. And that was me giving you a little bit of a gem. That's what I call a sermon. Yeah. Okay, so I think I got the house down. Why is this wall? It's the infrastructure that's not coming together. And I told the realtor that I didn't want this type of house, and he still gave it to me. Legal process ensuing, but to help those trying to start a YouTube, what's a good starting budget? You don't need one. I tell everyone that. People love to delay their process by waiting till they have this or that. I need to wait till I get a camera. Like, no. I did it off my iPad, like I said, remember? Very old iPad. At the time it was new, but if y'all were to get handed that iPad, you'd be like, are you serious? But it has iMovie on it, and I just edited on iMovie, okay? Then I got my laptop, and it was a Windows laptop. I just edited on Windows Movie Maker, which is free, okay? That's how I started my channel. So if you have an iPhone, you're already in the clear, because that's a great camera. Even if you don't have an iPhone, anything with the camera and decent quality, any camera you have, if you have good lighting, you're good, all right? And then you don't need a mic, you don't have to wait for all that stuff. Buy that once you have the budget for it, once you make some money off YouTube, but just start with what you have. If you have a great idea, if you have something you want to say, start rather than just putting it off and saying, well, until I have to buy something. Do not go that route because you'll never start. You won't. And you've probably watched like 50 YouTube videos on how to start being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, you get caught up in that cycle and you'll never start. So just start. And people don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that. So I'm here to tell you the uncomfortable truth, all right? Just go ahead and start. The equipment will come later. You don't need all that stuff. And it's hard to admit that, but I had to admit that to myself. Favorite moment in college? Didn't really care for college. If you didn't know, I went to 3 different colleges in 5 years, all right? And I ended up at my HBCU, which is it's a historically black college or university, meaning that basically white people didn't let black people into their colleges back then, so black people had to make their own colleges. And they still exist today, all right? That was it. That's the story. I went to one, super fun. Oh my gosh, so the social aspect of it, great. Academic-wise, I hated that. I'm not made for college, I'm sorry, all right? I could do the work, but I was not trying to turn work in. I had like 50 missing assignments. It was so boring, like I just couldn't do it. But my favorite memory of college was just any basketball game, definitely. Super fun. I have so many, but like group projects were really fun. Not because we had to do them, but you know, just getting together with your friends in the library, pulling all-nighters, and you know, that type of thing was super fun. And then our games would go crazy, like everyone going ham in the gym. We had all these little chants and stuff for our school, so it was super fun. The people definitely made my experience. All right, let's go to the YouTube questions. All right, what's it like being a black female in sports media that doesn't rely on looks or image at all and still has gained a following that you have? Great question. Let me tell you a little something about females in sports, okay? Here's the tragic truth, is that a lot of people, they get hired. You don't get hired unless, here's the real truth, all right? Let's just say it. Sports shows have the main audience that are males, right? Even my channel mainly is a male audience, right? So to tailor to male audiences in general, in movies, anything, there's always like the girl, right? So when you see a lot of these sports shows, you see like the girly will be in the corner, like kind of hosting the show and like directing the questions, but like the males are the ones like sitting there doing the talking and analyzing and stuff like that. Girls dressed up, girly is all dressed up and whatnot. Like that's kind of like to not feed into, but to satisfy the male, you know, audience. It's the truth, right? And it's not the girlies' fault. One thing you'll never see me do is blame the girlies. I'm all team girly. But it's difficult when, you know, like on YouTube, you don't have to dress up, right? So I'll be here, you know, I'll be here in my hoodies. I'm a fan. I want to wear Lakers fan clothing and stuff like that. My Splash Squad stuff, like I just want to chill. I don't want to have to dress up. And you don't see any other dudes on YouTube dressing up, right? However, that's not like what's typically required for the females in sports reporting. Like females in sports reporting, you kind of have to dress up and have a, you know, or just look super pretty and then like makeup super, you know. And a lot of these people that be like in their comments responding to some of y'all weirdos out there that are like, hey girl, some, and then they're like, oh gee, thanks, hard eye. It's like, don't feed into them. But it's because it helps build a following. Like you can build a following pretty easily if you're a girl. Camera went out, but I was saying you can build a following pretty easily if you're a girl that, you know, dresses a certain way and, you know, appeases a certain audience. Like you can definitely get on a show at least, you know. But not my house falling apart. No. Oh my gosh, I'm almost ready to call it a day. What I was saying was, what was I even saying? What I was saying was those women, unfortunately, like you look at their comments, most of them are about their appearance. It'd be like hard eyes or something. You look great, honey, like weird stuff, right? Not even anything about like the content. Like they could spend hours analyzing something, writing something out to say and share about their analysis about the game, and y'all aren't listening. And it's a tragic truth. And for me, luckily, like I don't do all that. I don't dress up all that stuff. So people are just focused on what I'm saying, and y'all are super cool in the comments and nothing weird like that. But unfortunately, that's not the case for most people. And so yeah, for me, coming up as a female that's not doing all that extra stuff, dressing up, doing the most and all that stuff, it's tough. It's definitely, I don't fit the look, you know what I mean? And then also on top of that, being black, being dark skinned, you know, female, I'm trying to think of the only like dark skinned females I see in like sports reporting, and it's all straight up WNBA players or players that used to play like D1, NCAA, something like that, or that have like major connections. And you know, they know the game from that angle, so then they give that type of perspective. I haven't really seen any like NBA people that are like entertaining and, you know, that look like me. So, you know, that's another thing that I'm kind of, I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody like come up out of just themselves. You know, like for me, once again, I just started this in my dorm. I didn't get put on any show. I didn't get put on anything because someone knew somebody who showed somebody. I just started it and I grew a following because y'all found me and y'all liked me, you know, me for me. So I'm super blessed for that, first of all. But I think I'm probably one of the only people. So I don't know how doable it is, you know? That's another thing for me. It's like, how doable is this even? This is my goal, but I haven't really seen it done yet. So, I don't know. But to answer your question, it is very tough as a female in sports media, a black female especially. Yeah. All right, this may be a tough question, but are you a Lakers fan? That is tough, you know? I'll let you be the judge. How tall are you? That's another question. Last time I measured, I was 5'10". Have I measured recently? No, so I have no clue. But last time I measured, I was 5'10", and I've grown since then. So I don't know if I'm 5'10 and a half, 5'11", I don't know. But I'm kind of tall for a girly. A girly. Next question. How are you a Laker fan but live in Minnesota? Funniest question I've ever received because I've never even been to Minnesota. I don't even know if I can spell Minnesota. So I don't know where you got that from. I don't know who your source was. You have to fire them. You must have gotten that from TMZ. Very off. Never even been to Minnesota. I don't even know where Minnesota was. If you gave me a map, I promise you I couldn't pinpoint Minnesota. You know, and that's just probably the education system failing me. I couldn't pinpoint it. Promise you. How did you come up with your sweater design? Ooh, that's a good question. If you don't know, I have merch. Okay, first of all, this roof is just giving me so much trouble. I just don't understand why it's not, what does it gain from doing this? You know what I mean? From being so difficult. Is there a certain side it's supposed to be on? Like, what is this? Oh, come on, stop playing. Oh no, okay. Well, that's just gonna have to do. Okay, so the sweater design. What's funny is this is kind of a sermon in itself, y'all. I just came up with it, I'm gonna be honest. But what kind of happened was I was supposed to be, I'm not gonna say, but there was something going on. This was while I was in college. And there was something going on, I was supposed to be invited to it. They never hit me up. They never invited me, which this happens to me for some reason all the time, y'all. Like, people just flake on Katie all the time. It's just is what it is. I've learned to deal with it, all right? That's why I love YouTube. I'm not really tripping at this point because like I have videos to film. So I don't mind it, but y'all, when I tell you these people be flaking, oh yeah, we got you, yeah, we gonna hit you up, da da da. And they never hit me up. I saw them all on social media, kikiing, having a great time, right? This was in college. And by that point, this happened to me so many times, I was like, okay, like I wasn't really tripping on it. And I was like, let me do something productive though. Like I was just in bed and I was like, let me figure out something. So I was thinking about merch ideas, and then I had made well, I wish I had the hoodie, but I made the S, the Sonics logo, and I had it redone so it's like water instead of like a star type of thing. And so I was like, I should use that. And I was like, what if I spelled it with logos? So I started looking at logos. So it took me a couple hours to put it together because I'm really bad at Photoshop. So it took me a long time to put that together, even though it's a really simple design, I guess, as far as putting it. Except I did have to find all those teams. I had to cut out the certain things. Sometimes I have to recolor certain things because when the letters would overlap. So when I cut it out, some part of it was cut. It was a lot, but I did it. That night, that very night, and who would have known that that was the design that would get me invited to a trade show. So my message to you and my thing, and you can go ahead and, while I'm talking, deacons come and you pass the offering plate around. My message to you guys is, if any of that type of stuff happens to y'all, and like instead of sitting there getting mad and sad at those people, go do something. Y'all don't have a hobby? That's one thing about me. Like I'm an introvert too, so like I don't mind people doing stuff without me. Like I'm just never gonna make me cry because I'm at home, I'm chilling. But like with YouTube, I'm so blessed because like I'm able to, I always have something to do. Like with NBA especially, I always have a video I can record. So it's like y'all tripping, or even if it's not like, oh, they didn't invite you, they're just somebody mad at you. I can go record, I have stuff to do. And it's like, I'm not even in y'all world like that to be tripping or thinking about it like that. I have stuff to do, you know? So it's really, really, I love it. I love YouTube for so many reasons. And yeah, I have some more stories that I don't know if I could share right now, but trust me, there's so many situations in which, you know, you would think, oh, they left you out or something. Every time that happens, something amazing happens to me, you know? Like in my first college, that sort of happened, and I have a YouTube channel, you know? That kind of kept happening to me. I'm not even gonna go down that, but for some reason, it's a trend. That's why I'm never worried or pressed about what other people are doing. I'm not in too many people's business. I'm not a big gossiper like that. Unless it's some serious tea, okay? Because I'm gonna spill it. But if it's something like somebody's personal thing, I don't have time, because guess what? I'm doing videos. Someone try to come, I'm doing videos. I don't really have too much to say to y'all. I'm doing videos, you know? So that's how I came up with the design, funnily enough, all right? And someday y'all will hear the full story. Are you gonna do a collab in the future? I mean, I just did a collab with Mikey Halim, Srelix on Instagram. He has 100K and he designs NBA jerseys. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. So I've done some. He's super cool. Some people aren't as cool, you know? Everyone that I've done a collab with on the channel, I think AM Hoops, who else? I think that's it as far as YouTube. I don't really do collabs like that. You know, but there's people that I've done stuff on their platforms, and then you wanna go when it's time to come on my platform. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that. And then they wanna circle back, hey, Phil, you wanna? No, I'm somebody who's very genuine. I'm just me, and I'm very real. So if you moving weird, I'm just not moving with you like that. I don't do that type of stuff. Even if it would be very beneficial for me, you know? My mom's like trying to listen from the thing. Like she's just sitting there listening. Checkmate, I'm gonna wait till you go. I'm gonna wait till you go. Until then, I'm gonna start to decorate. Oh guys, come on now. Are we seeing the craftsmanship on this house right here? I mean, come on. If this doesn't work out for me, I might as well do architecture. You know what, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of snow up here. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Stuff is solid. I'm just gonna smooth it up. I'm just gonna... Okay, yep. This wasn't the, okay. I didn't fully think it through. All right. Well, by now I forgot the question. What was the question? Oh, collab. Yes, I was saying I'm a very, very real person, and even if something will benefit me, I'm not gonna fake it to get the thing. I just don't like that, because the vibes come out on camera, it's just weird, and in general, I just don't wanna be in that predicament. Which can be to my detriment, because it's like sometimes, you know, I guess in show business, and to get ahead, you have to do things that you may not wanna do and stuff, but I'm just not like one for that, you know? I don't know, it's just not me. So collabs for me, like, it has to be with people that are actually cool in real life, genuine, not just like trying to, I don't know, the fake stuff is a little weird to me, so I don't really care for that. But if you want to see me win, I want to see you win. If you like it, I love it. That's how I am, and I'm very genuine with that. So if I don't get those vibes back, it's a wrap. Period, poo. All right, I think I'm almost done with this. I just got to put on the jelly beans, right? This is so messy. Would you like to see Marant and Trae Young join the Lakers in the future? I guess. I mean, if they want to, I don't know. Yeah, sure. And would you ever consider joining ESPN? Duh, are you serious? Of course I would. I would love to, that'd be awesome. I would 100% love to join ESPN or anything. I think, goodness gracious, I think that'd be awesome. I think one of the only times I've ever really enjoyed school was when I had the opportunity to go into the little comm studio and do not a little comm studio, it's actually pretty cool, and do what was it called, like a broadcast type of thing with them. I thought it was, oh my gosh, super fun, and I felt like I was at home a little bit. That was the first time in college I ever felt like I was, you know, doing something that I actually wanted to do. So yeah, I would love to. That'd be amazing. What new things are you looking to bring to your channel this year? Yes, once again, I have a couple of different, I don't want to spoil them because I know that the Laker Lab thing took y'all off guard. So I want to kind of keep surprising you, but stuff like that. I have a lot of that type of stuff. Not a lot of that type of stuff, but I have things like that on board, on deck for next year. I'm only putting the nasty ones on here because I'm eating the rest, and that's just the bottom line. Oh shoot, here's some Christmas lights. All right. Okay. But yeah, I have a lot of things planned. Some things that may be in the works, I don't know, but yeah. All right, another question I got a lot. Am I in a relationship? I'm in a relationship with that camera right there you see, that light that's over here, and Adobe Premiere Pro. All right, that's it. How was it going to college? All right, I'm gonna link the video down below just so that y'all can watch it, just because it's so detailed. I couldn't possibly go into it in this video. But like I said, I went to 3 different colleges. One was super horrible in Tennessee, Ooltewah, Tennessee. One was in Riverside, California. It was a community college, and the other one was my HBCU, Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama. And so I had drastically different experiences at all 3. And they all kind of like were super important in my development, I'll say. So I did hate college, and I had a lot of, I have a lot of negative feelings towards college. It just caused me so much anxiety, and I just hated it. So just watch the video to see the full, like everything. I'll link it in the description below. What do I hope to accomplish by the end? Is that the last question? Yeah, what do I hope to accomplish by the end of next year? That's a good question. I don't know if I have a numeric answer for that. I really don't think I have like, oh my gosh, help me out here. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, are we seeing how I'm doing this? Oh my gosh, it can't be. Here we go. Here we go. This is the content we need. Here we go. All right, y'all, I had to cut the camera off a little bit to finish the house a little more because it was taking me a while. But yeah, as far as plans for 2021, definitely the new series, just bringing different types of content. I definitely want to start to do in real life basketball videos, more like me actually playing, training type of things. I'm trying to get back in real basketball shape and stuff like that. So that'd be cool to be a series. And also just to release more stuff for my merch. I'm working on it right now. Jerseys, you know, stuff like real cool stuff. So I have a lot of things planned and I hope they can pan out. All right, and last question. I had missed a question. This is really the last question is, what advice would I have to any starting YouTubers? Consistency is really important. And I know you guys hear that a lot, consistency. But it's actually true. The algorithm rewards consistency. So it'll put your videos higher on the recommended list, all that type of stuff if you're consistent. So that's something I wasn't able to do in college just because I was doing so much homework. But now I have the chance to, so that's what I'm gonna start to do. You know, so making a schedule and just being consistent is super important. Also, like I said, just start and don't wait till like this comes in, wait till my camera. No, figure out, if you really love to do it, you'll figure out how to start and just get started. You might be a little scared too, and it makes sense. You don't have to tell I didn't tell any of my friends. I didn't have any self-promo. I didn't tell anybody till I was about like 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't even tell them. My parents did. I was like, guys, please don't tell anybody. They tell their friends, who they told their daughters and sons, who I'm friends with. So that's how they found out. I didn't tell anybody. And it's possible to start and gain a following without, you know, promoting it on every social media you have and like begging people. You can just go ahead and start it yourself, honestly, and gain like subscribers the way I did, strangers that just like your content. Post content that you would want to see, you know, post something that you think you would watch. And when I say just start, I'm talking about if you start, you'll start to see what you need to do and how you can improve, if that makes sense. Like when everyone starts, it's always super cringy, right? Like obviously my old videos are super cringy, but I didn't know that. Back then I was just doing what I thought was good. As you do more, you get better. So you're just not gonna get to your peak unless you start. Like I said, you have to start somewhere. You might as well start now. Especially it's a panty. We're mid-panty, mid-pandemic, mid-panty. You might as well start. There's literally no better time. You have nothing else to do, you know. And if people are like hating or think it's cringy, like okay. The one thing about me, I stopped caring about that type of stuff. Because what are you doing? You know, if you want to start something, start it. And if people say something or ooh, what are you doing? And even don't worry about other people's paths. Already, like if they're super successful doing what they're doing, it doesn't matter. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? If that was what you were supposed to be doing right now in your life, you'd be doing it. You're supposed to be right there. Just like I was crying, calling my mom on the phone outside of community college. I was crying, talking about I really want to drop out. I was having all these, it was just crazy. Back then, if you would have told me, no, you're supposed to be there, I'd have looked at you like, are you, you know what I mean? But looking back, I was actually supposed to be there, you know, truthfully. And everything that like I've learned and stuff from college, I was supposed to be there, truthfully. So, you know, don't think that, you know, someone else is successful doing this. Like, so what? These people are like young and they post all this flashy, like the highlights of their lives on social media. They go home and they cry at night. You know what Katie does at night? I sleep tight. My mental health is on 10 because I check in with myself. I don't kid myself. I'm not posting the best parts only on social media and making everything seem like this. Like we can tell, I can tell. That's why I'm not, like some of y'all are like, social media is like, it bogs me down because I feel like everyone's succeeding and I'm not at a young age. That doesn't fool me at all. And even if it is, like I get happy for people. Like when I see those videos of people getting like a new apartment and they're only like an insanely young age, or they get a new business, that inspires me, that motivates me. You know, that's how I look at it. And I could see how it would discourage you and say, oh, I'm not doing enough at my age and stuff. Please don't let these people fool you. I've seen it in real life. They'll post all this stuff. They make sure they post exotic stuff, whether that's foods, clothes, events. They're doing this, they're here, they're going there, they have this perfect job, perfect this, a relationship. They're crying at night, girly. Yeah, and you're idolizing that, and you feel bad because you're not them. Could never be me. Guys, come on, all right? Do you, do not worry about what people are doing, and you're where you're supposed to be right now. When you make it or whatever happens for you, you'll be able to look back and say, okay, so this shaped me like I'm able to do for college. If you watch the college video, I told you like what I really learned from it, what, you know, how that affected me. So, you know, you're where you're supposed to be, trust me. I wasn't even supposed to preach at you, but I just did. And once again, deacons, if you want to come back through and collect a little offering, that would be very greatly appreciated. But I think I'm about done. I'm about to put the last thing on here. Ooh, I'm done. Let's go ahead and show a little angles of the house. Okay, don't go in the back of the house. It's not done. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have any advice for me, like what would you want to see from the channel? Advice for me just approaching, you know, the new year, let me know. Once again, I read and respond to all comments, and I really do appreciate you guys sticking with me this whole year and even before this. If you guys are OG, you know how much I appreciate you. But like, I hope 2021 is the year that we go up, y'all. So mark this video, mark this, all this stuff. We're gonna really start to be consistent. New series and stuff. It's about to get intense. So I appreciate all the support, y'all. I love y'all, and thank you so much for, if you watched the whole video, you're just, super real. So thank you. Like this video if you enjoyed it, you already know. And subscribe to join the squad if you haven't. And if you haven't, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.